In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at junior developer resumes, and we're going to see what needs to be changed, what needs to be added, if anything needs to be removed. I'm trying a new lighting setup, new camera setup. Hopefully this looks a lot more cinematic. By the way, I'll be live editing this on Twitch, so you can come see behind the scenes how I edit these things and how I record these things. Twitch.tv/Joshua Fluke. And if you want your resume reviewed, you can just go ahead and email your resume to me. I'll do my best to block out the contact details, but ideally you should remove the contact details you don't want shared, because I might miss something in editing, and so don't send resumes with a bunch of info that you want shared. Otherwise I'm just going to think that you don't care. And the email that you can send those resumes to is josh@grindreel.com. That's right, I have a domain email now. I am officially professional now, over 1 year in business. Go ahead and send those there. Happy to look at them, happy to review, happy to help you guys get jobs. All right, so the first resume we're going to take a look at comes from Andrew here. There's no summary, there's no objective of what you're trying to do or what you're trying to become or what jobs you're going for. It's just your name. You have your email on there, phone number, you have a LinkedIn URL, or like the half of the URL. I think this is kind of lame. It's not a link. If it was a link that I could click on, that'd be okay, but it's not. You're just making me paste this portion of this text into my browser to get to you. GitHub.com/yourname isn't a link either. And then this is your portfolio here, which is also not a link. It's not too hard to make it a link. Just go ahead and put that into the little chain icon and then turn it into a link so I can just click on these things. So we have your skills section here. You're using these little pipe symbols to separate your skills, which is I guess this is okay, but it's kind of weird that you're beginning it with the pipe here. I'm not sure why you're doing that. And then as I actually look at the skills, they're not very organized and they're kind of random. So sales experience, that's like it's like an entire job with skills inside of sales experience. Same with customer service. Customer service is an entire job with a subset of skills. You can't have a job title as a skill. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Training, what kind of training? You don't specify any kind of training there. Invoice management, I think that's more of a job responsibility and less of a skill. This is just kind of like following up with people, making sure people are paying. This is good that you have your skills at the top, definitely where it needs to be. They're just really unorganized, and especially with these pipe symbols. If you're gonna do this, maybe color the text so that I can have all the web dev technologies be like light blue or green or something. And then I'm not sure why this one is just 2 skills here, and this one's broken off: sales experience and then customer service. And then again down here we have a whole bunch of unrelated stuff: 3D CAD, inventory management, training, but you don't specify what kind of training, and you don't back that up anywhere really. For projects, you have Corel personally developed web app, a full stack web app that helps users keep track of chores. I'm going to need a GitHub for it, so give me that GitHub. And then I'm going to need like a Heroku or a Netlify, some hosted demo where I can click on this, and then you would just, again, you would make this text a link, or just put demo right here. Also, you don't really give a description of what technologies you use to build it, so you could fill in some space. So this will naturally push your resume downward as you fill in this space, which is good because you have this huge block of space that we need to fill in anyways. So you got to talk about like a full stack web app built with what? You can do full stack web apps all kinds of ways. Talk about what you did, and then give me those links. So Badger Group Project, a full stack app allowing users to create challenges, send them to their followers, giving them the ability to choose whether or not to complete the challenge. Again, give me a demo please, give me a repo to look at. These are all like really good bullet points. These really show what you did here, but the problem is I can't get to it. I have to go to this text and copy it and then paste it into my browser and then wait for it to load and then go in there and look for a Badger Group project. You don't have any way to prove this without the links here for the demo and the repo. It'd be a lot simpler if you just linked me directly to it. That way there's no hunting, there's no wasting my time, because that's what that process is that I just talked about. If you're making me do all this hunting to verify this information on your resume, and you're at the bottom of the stack and it's been a long week for me, you think I'm going to give you that extra 30 seconds? I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to look at this. It's not worth my time. Workout tracker, personally developed web app. Again, demo, repo, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. You already mentioned HTML up here, so this is kind of redundant. And what does the JavaScript mean? What did you do with it? Did you just use it to check for jQuery events or something? And then education and training down here at the bottom. Completed and bagged. I assume that you mean badged, because you get a little badge now when you complete the curriculum. Good thing this isn't like a K, right? Completed and baked with DevMountain to show proficiencies in web development. The question that I have is, why did you go to 2 Code Bootcamp? Did you not feel like this one didn't prepare you enough, so you had to go to Galvanize? Because these are competitors. This is making me question your ability. I'd probably just put 1 on there and then fill up your space here with a bunch of projects, and then organize your skills. Do I think your job ready? No, I don't think this resume is going to do much. Now, what happens if I go to your GitHub repos that you had in class that were just these little tiny little baby apps that aren't worth a job, and I go there and I click that, and I think that's what you can do, and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't do anything. So, you know, don't make me accidentally find a little app that gives me a wrong impression of you. Okay, next up we have Yevgeny. I know in Spain and the EU, Western EU, they require your picture. So if you want to leave your picture, fine, you can leave your picture. It has some effect on it, like some filter that you put on it to make it more like a comic book. I guess that's unique. I don't really know much about how they care. I don't know why the people in the EU really care. They shouldn't care. What you look like shouldn't matter when you apply to the job. It should matter when you come to the interview, but before that, none of this should matter. This is very busy because I don't really know what this means right here. I'm having a hard time understanding the layout. 28 April 2019, experience in what? Like where? Codecademy, Ubiquum, Codecademy, Junior Front-End Developer. This is backwards, man. You put this over here, the job, and then you put the dates on the right. Because I'm having a real hard time understanding how to read this. NYSL basic website, Congress 113. NYSL as a web app. Are these applications? I don't know what these are. Or is this a job? Because if these are applications, I need links to the demo. You have a GitHub link, so that's okay. You have LinkedIn, so that's okay. Not sure why you have all these flags here. Don't know why that matters. Your ethnicity should matter. None of this should matter. Here's a big issue. I got a big issue here. Why would you end your self-taught education? 2014 to 2019. Why wouldn't your self-taught education be present? Like, you're always learning, right? You're always learning something new. So if you're self-taught, there is no end date to like where you stop learning. This is a big issue. I think they're gonna look at that and be like, oh, he's self-taught, but he stopped teaching himself? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You should just put present because you're continually learning. This doesn't make any sense. I'm a passionate self-taught developer who loves spending my own free time to learn different kind of technology. Different kinds, there's a typo there, different kinds of technologies. Good knowledge, don't know what that means. What is good knowledge? What is good understanding? What is comfortable with? What basic understanding? Just put used, man. Just put I've used. Well, when did you use this? How did you use this? Well, it was just a little one-off app, or well, you know, I was playing with this application, or well, I was learning it. Something like that. Don't put good or comfortable. Don't give your skill level up front. They can figure that out with the code test, because if you put this here, they might not even give you a code test, you know? And then you have a random section here. I assume this is interest, but you don't have anything indicating that this is your interest. So video games, code, YouTube, playing the piano, you like drinking. Not sure if that'd be great for a job app, maybe in like Germany or something, I don't know. Finland maybe. You like reading, you like art, you like painting, you like punching. I mean, it gets attention, but I don't know if it's the right kind of attention is all I'm saying. So I would just take this section off. There's none of this really matters. Maybe you should put like drinking plus, like put plus symbols with all this, like drinking plus reading plus video games plus this, and then put like an Amazon symbol so when you like drunk buy a bunch of things, maybe. I don't know. You're giving me a chart of something. Give me a chart of something here. Not really sure what this is. This is just your current workload, maybe? Are you 8% of your day is Shopify? Like what does this pie chart represent? I don't know what we're doing here. What is the 100% total up to? Or I have no idea. Current projects? This is meaningless to me. Okay, down here we have teamwork. This is requirement. You can't put that as a soft skill. Problem solving. Obviously they're hiring you to solve problems. Passionate. Debatable. Work ethic. Obviously you need that to do the job, so that's, you know, that's remains to be seen. Interpersonal skills remains to be seen. Flexibility, like physical flexibility, like you could do splits or something. I'm just not totally sure what this resume is doing. It's very hard to read. You don't have links to these projects, and then you have a duplicate project, so this kind of confuses me. NSL as a web app and NSL as a basic website, so it's just like a static version, and I'm not sure why you have this big icon here. This is just really difficult to read. I would suggest maybe making this more of a traditional resume. Here you're just comfortable. So job ready? No, this needs to be fixed. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, leave a comment. And again, if you want to send your resume in, go ahead and send it to josh@grindreel.com because it's official now. Ooh, it feels good to say @grindreel.com, my own domain. I should have had this way back. I know, I'm terrible. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.